All right, Oakland, California. Good stuff. Houston, Sacramento, Antioch, California, Louisville, Kentucky, Maryland, Lancaster, Illinois, San Diego, Washington, Alabama, Tampa, Florida, Georgia, Texas, Orlando, Fontana, California, Katy, Texas, North Carolina, Palmdale, California, Los Angeles, Toledo, Ohio, Baltimore, Maryland, Georgia, Tennessee, New York, BX. All right, Modesto, California, Treasure Coast, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Oakland, California, the Bronx, Compton, California. Good stuff. Look, West Covina, welcome everybody. We're just getting started. We got the recording up and running, and I'm your host for VP University. I'm excited to go ahead and kick things off. And listen, this is week 2 of this volume month. If you're brand new, first of all, we want to welcome you to the family. This is exploding right now, and we are not insensitive to what's going on. We're very aware, because even a lot of you, as exciting things are in this bubble, this FES bubble, we are very aware that, you know, the pandemic and everything going on is directly affecting a lot of us. And this is almost like an escape, you know what I mean, to balance out all the bad news right now. And so when we're excited, it doesn't mean we're not aware. It doesn't mean we don't care. It's just that we have a place to not only escape to mentally, but also a place to escape to continue to grow and thrive in the midst of what's going on. And so that's why we're excited. All right, good stuff. So we want to basically kick off today, as we usually do, with, let me see. All right, sorry about that. So we want to kick off the week as we always do on Mondays. This is where you want to show up every single, how many of you were looking forward to VP University? Like you just get something from this environment every single week to set you up for what you need. Let me just tell you again, if you had a bad week, you need the trainings. You need the overviews. You got to stay plugged in. As soon as you get, I don't care who you think you are. You can think, you know, you're Iron Man or woman, or like, I don't care how good you think you are. You get away from the fire, you get cold, period. That's just the way it is. Every single day that we, you know, wake up and do it, you know, and just live, we have an average of 60,000 thoughts going through our mind. And guess what? Most of those thoughts are naturally negatively impacted because they're impacted by negative sources. So if you don't see, negativity will influence you without any effort, because most of the things we're surrounded by has a negative impact. You turn on the TV, negativity. Social media, negativity. You get a phone call, a text, negativity. Life happens, negativity. So positivity you have to consciously make a decision to plug in to positive environments and resources and people to keep you on track with your goals and dreams. So as soon as you get away, you will get cold. Some people think it's okay. That, listen, the key to success, all right, and this comes from Jim Rohn, so don't take it from me, is simple disciplines repeated consistently over time until the compounded effect kicks in. That's the key, period. Simple little things that seem to make no difference at all in the beginning, but you keep doing them over and over and over, and they build up. It's kind of like, and then this opposite is the formula for failure. Simple errors in judgment repeated over time, and then until the compounded effect kicks in. Like a simple error in judgment would be, I can miss this Monday, no problem. Well, that turns into a habit. And then what's more important, your team duplicates what you do. And your team knows when you miss. It's crazy when you have your team ask you a question like, man, you see that part that such and such trainer, when they talked about this, and you're like, nah, you weren't there. So your team knows. So when you miss one, your team has permission now to miss 10. And some of you might be thinking, well, I don't have a team, so I can miss some right now. Well, that's why you don't have a team. You see, guys, you have to yes, the slide edge is exactly what we're talking about right now. And so the compounded effect, however you want to classify it, but that is literally what it takes. You know, I know some people mention all the time, Billy's consistent. It's, well, like at your job, you're consistent, right? Don't you show up every day? I just treat this the same way that we commit to our jobs. I'm just committed the same way to my own dreams. That makes sense? Like, it's not a burden for me to be here on Mondays. Like, I don't host this because, like, it's like gives me extra points or anything. I'm going to be here anyways, whether I'm the host or not. This is what got me to where I am. So that's what this is about. And if you're brand new, you have the same exact environment that got us to where we are, to position yourself for the dreams that you want to achieve as well. The only thing is you have to commit, you got to be consistent, and more importantly, when you leave off of these, you have to immediately take action on the things that you learn. We are putting the best of the best in the company in front of you on a weekly basis to teach you exactly what it takes to win, but you got to be willing to take the same actions. That makes sense? Okay. So with that said, we want to kick this off with some energy, with some testimonials, and we actually have a lineup for you guys that we're fired up to feature today. Starting with the gentleman has a phenomenal story. This gentleman was just introduced to the company today, marks 3 weeks ago. And I'll let him share his story. I mean, his background is insane. This is somebody I've known personally since 2003. And him getting started with us is a testament. I want you guys, this is a different story too. This is somebody who joined FES 16 years ago. Wow. And walked away. And I'll let him fill in the blanks of what happened since then. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing because this gentleman went on to earn 7 figures in his other businesses. And fast forward, I'll let him fill in why he decided to partner with us. The kind of success him and his team are having right now is like record breaking. I think he's number 2 or number 3 recruiter in the company right now. And he'll share with you why he's so excited to take advantage of the platform. So help me welcome on brand new sales director, Mr. John DELGADO. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Man, bro, appreciate you. Good to see you on. Man, I'm excited for you guys and everything happening so far. I'm just going to pass it to you just to share your background and what led up to everything happening right now within FES.
You know, just life, man. Ever since I was running my own business, had a 7-figure year last year. It was great. You know, have the car that I've always wanted. I got the McLaren. Everything was just going good. And then all of a sudden this coronavirus thing came out of nowhere. And I saved a good amount of money where I wouldn't have to work for, you know, I just estimated over a year. Even if I didn't work at all, I would be okay. But I sat there in my, in my chair playing video games, and then I went onto my Instagram, and I seen Floyd Mayweather say something about, a true champion could adapt to any condition, and that kind of just got me to like say, you know what, I got to do something, and so one thing led to another, and I've known Mr. Billy Scott for 19 years, and I've always known that he was always doing good. And so I just caught up with him, and he was telling me about how this company that we was in was making, some serious money. And then he introduced me to Mr. Alfred Nixon. And then that conversation just literally got me fired up. And I just started to see how viral this business is. And it wasn't even like this back when I looked at this back in 2004, because obviously I was distracted by the big money in real estate. And you probably know anybody that was in the real estate industry around that time, 2004 to 2008, that was a good time to get involved in real estate. And obviously now I look back, I'm like, wow, what if I would have stayed, And so it kind of reminds me of that concept of chasing the big dollar. If you had two people, one had a race, and you had a race between two people, one getting 1,000 a day for 31 days, and then a penny that doubles every day, I would have been in a total different place if I would have just stayed. And so, it is what it is. It actually took me to a different journey. But now I definitely have the time to kind of focus on this business. I do look at it like something that I can leave behind. And so make that income to where when I walk away from, or even when I go, at one point, I'm going to die and I want to leave something for my kids. Right now, I'm not making any income in my current career, which was smart home technology and alarms. And so no one wants an alarm right now, or they don't want anybody going in their houses to install anything. So I'm just like not doing anything, but I'm pretty fired up, ready to go. I mean, at the end of this whole thing, when this Corona, whatever is over, you're either going to look back and say, I wasted a lot of time. I found out, I found out who shot Ghost. I found out how to beat the video game Resident Evil twice. I mean, or you're going to say, you know what, I took advantage of the time and, have an income that could set me free for good. So I'm just ready. I'm excited, fired up. I don't even know what's going on. I haven't slept in 17 days. But you know, the sales director thing, I mean, I don't even pay attention to it. I'm just moving and grooving. And so my team is just fired up. And I'm excited for them. I even get more excited to even see others win, you know, because obviously I wasn't helping anybody, just sitting in my chair playing video games. And to see others come into this, I'm just pretty pumped up. So I thank you for all your leadership, and I'm staying plugged in. I'm here humbled. I'm nobody. I mean, I think, you know, I'm just living by faith. God put me here for a reason, and so that's all it is, man. And so, hey, to the top, and God bless.
I appreciate you, bro. Man, I'm so excited for you guys, man. Excited to run. I know we talk every single day, and just to see the growth literally progressing. I remember it started with day one and him saying, I'm just going to make something happen daily. He said, I know it's going to compound over time. And it started with 1 enrollment, 2 enrollments. And then some people came in on board and started following that path, and boom, sales director in 12 days. And now well on your way to regional sales director in the next 48 to 72 hours. Guys, I'm excited for you. And one thing I do want to point out, that because sometimes we don't get to see what's happening like behind the scenes. And one of the things that I can say that John is really good at is building culture and having fun. Within like 4 or 5 days of him coming in, his text messages sent out to like his team, and they were like, man, the corn team is on fire. And I thought it was a joke until I saw like it turned into a culture. I was like, the corn team? And like they turned it into this fun culture where like, we're not gonna let the quarantine, you know, discourage us or depress us. Like, let's turn this into an opportunity to help people win. And the quarantine is on fire, guys. They're absolutely exploding. They got, I think the number, 3 recruiter is John. Number 4 recruiter is one of his top producers. Number 9 recruiter is somebody else. This is the quarantine. I'm like, all right, well, let's go. It's the quarantine. And last thing I want to mention about John is that he's always been somebody that I've known that has always like struck gold. Like he knows how to recognize good opportunities, and he doesn't waste time. Every time he made a choice, he leveled up. And so the reason I say that is because, for him to get to a 7-figure income in his last business, now this opportunity gives him a vehicle to help other people position themselves exactly the same way. Like in his last opportunity was kind of a unique position that others probably couldn't have access to the same kind of opportunity, but now they can. So I'm just excited to see what comes. So thank you, sir, for coming on. And I want to continue on with another example or story that we have of a gentleman who is a brand new vice president, also been with us a short time. We featured him recently, and it was because he actually, he had got promoted at that time. Well, since then, he's been promoted again, and you could tell like he wasn't going to stop anytime soon. I think while he was sharing his testimonial last time, I think he was responding to leads. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy is an absolute hustler. You know what I mean? He really puts the work in, and that's what I want you all to take part in. For all that are take notice of. I mean, if you're new here, don't be fooled. It's fun, but don't get distracted by the fun, because we do work hard. We play hard, but we do work hard to get to where we are. Some of the top positions in this company. And this gentleman has since then gotten promoted again to the prestigious level of vice president. And we get to feature his story out of the New Jersey marketplace. Help me welcome on new vice president, Dr. PETERSON MOISE. Are you on with us, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, bro. Welcome back, man. Share how is everything. You can share quick your background for those that haven't heard it, but share how it feels, man, to reach vice president, bro.
Yeah, I'm so happy, guys, because basically, my name is Dr. MOISE PETERSON. So my background, so I'm a medical doctor. So when I came in the United States back 2015, 2014, so I see the way, my family was living. It wasn't good. My sister was the one, paying, my med school. And then when I came in the United States, she was living paycheck to paycheck. So I didn't realize, what's going on, because the way I know, like she was working hard, to make me become a doctor. And then so I couldn't, help her out. So I was working at the hospital, I started as a surgical first assistant. And then so the money I was making at the hospital was good, $60,000-$80,000, per year. But the thing is, the tax every time, I have the paycheck coming in my hands, I couldn't, share, that money with her, because I was saying, what can I do, to change, the situation? And then one of my friends, introduced me back 2017 in the network marketing. So I realized, you know, everything you are doing, if no matter what, if you are a doctor, no matter what income you are doing, so if you do not have the passive income, the residual income, you're not making money. But because as an employee, you are trading your time for money, you will never, you know, make money to help your family. But the thing, so when I joined FES, you know, 2 months ago, so I spoke with Curlins. I said, Curlins, I'm here to make money. So show me the way, you know, I need to make money. It's simple, guys. We have a system in place that's easy to duplicate. And then I said, Curlins, if you can do it, I can do it as well. So I see you are a vice president. Show me the way. And then he just teach me the way. So I'm so happy and grateful, you know, and then I started, you know, 2 months ago back in February. So in 2 months, less than 60 days, so, you know, I make vice president. So I want to say thank you, God, because I cannot do it by myself, because it was like, it's not easy, okay? You guys already know, become a vice president, it's not easy. That means my business is making $100,000 every single month in sales. And then me personally, so, you know, it's a hard work. So if you came to the business, you need to understand, the more you learn, more money you will make. If you don't learn about your back office, you don't treat your business like a business, no one will do it for you. So sometimes it takes me, you know, I go to sleep like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to only understand how, you know, I can get promoted to the next level. What is title? So how I can become a field trainer, how I can become a SD, how I can become a ESD right now. And then I said, Curlin, so what I need to do to put my life to the next level to become a vice president. And then he showed me the scripture. You need to understand scripture, guys, because it's not only a business, because when you are working so hard. I know that, right? So as a doctor, as a lawyer, you know, any things you are doing, you are trading your time for money. But this business, so you can give yourself a title if you want. So if you want to become a sales director, you know already, the system tell you exactly what you need to do. The system tell you you need to have like $10,000 volume. You need to only do a simple math. How many agents do you need? How many points, and you know, each agent need? So each agent is $400 point. Each customer $200. You did 20 times, 25 agent by 4. That's $10,000. So guys, that's the way you need to understand. This business is a truly, truly amazing opportunity, and then it's easy to duplicate. So I'm telling you guys, if you put in your mind, you put in your mind, you're gonna win, you're gonna win. That's the law of attraction. But not only you have attraction, but when I came to the business, to be honest with you guys, my attraction was to become a vice president, okay? But you can have the attraction, but are you willing right now to do the action, the last 5 letters of the attraction? That's action. Are you willing to do those action right now to put your life to the next level? It's not easy. So like Denzel Washington, if it was easy, there will be nobody like, you know, Alfred Nixon. I won't have, you know, Colin Cassius as a mentor, because I see these guys, you know, those people, you know, since I met I spoke with Alfred in 2017, and then I was watching him, you know, from the battle to where he's right now. And then my sponsor, Colin Cassius, I saw all the, you know, from the battle since he started FES. So we are talking about, you know, how we can put our life to the next level. So it's not easy. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take, you know, a lot of sacrifice, but it's worth it, guys. So that's the thing. So I want to share with you guys. I'm not a special person, so I only like, you know, just duplicate the system and then follow the rules, and then understanding, you know, success, love, speed, and sacrifice. If you understand that, so you will be at the top. And then before I go, I want to tell you guys, in your back office, whenever you sign up any agent, go under the overview videos. Those videos, it's really important. The videos show you how to win. You don't even need your You don't even need your, your upline to teach you all those things. But do the first step, because the more you learn, more money you will make. More money will be in your pocket. More legacy will leave for you and your family. That's my time. And then I go over to you, Billy. If you have any question, I'm here to help you guys to share my story. And then if anyone, to want to understand how to become a vice president, I'm telling you, I can share you my story. You can have an attraction. But my question for you, are you willing right now tonight to learn about your business and take action possible to put yourself where you want to be? Because I truly believe you deserve a better lifestyle. You deserve a better title. So you can do it. Just believe in yourself and then go for it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Listen, man, listen, you hit a lot of good stuff, but I want to sum it up in the fact, first of all, again, congratulations. Again, just another great example. By the way, side note for everybody, we know we maxed out. This is just testimonials. We still haven't hit the training portion. So good news. The overflow is available in the Alliance group right now. So make sure you get that out to your team. But check this out. Can I say that? Check this out. All right. So here's the deal. He talked about being a student, but he said, don't just be a student. You also got to be willing to take action. And that is so important because some of us are trying to get to the top. We want the most success with the least effort. And I understand working smart, right? But at the same time, you do have to put the work in. So what do I mean by being a student? He said, you got to learn. Be a student of the industry. You know what's funny? If you just go to YouTube and type up, how does credit repair work or credit restoration? Just that part of our service. Again, you don't want to only get caught up in credit repair. Like, that's not the only thing we offer. But that's where a lot of the first questions come from. So you want to educate yourself. And if you just go to YouTube, I remember Ashton Henry mentioned this when we first got started with the business. He was like, go to YouTube. You'll notice most of the videos and the information is pretty constant. They're all teaching the same thing. They might just say it a different way. And so be a student of the industry of credit restoration. But what about network marketing? Are you being a student of that? Then you have to also study the things within our company, like the services, okay? Using the services, you getting the value from the services. He says, studying the comp plan, the structure. How do you move up to the next level? What does it take to become a vice president eventually, right? So you got to be a student, but you also got to be willing to do the work. He talked about following the system. I don't know how many times he says system. If you want to get to the top faster, don't try to do it your own way. A lot of people try to come in here and do it their own way, and they're like, now I'm going to be the first to do it this way. Well, why try so hard to be the first when you could just be next? Just follow the system that's already proven in place. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money, okay? So, and then he talked about being coachable. He said when he first came in, he simply asked his leadership team, what does it take to become a vice president? You know how many people are on the team trying to figure out how to get to the top and they never ask for help? They never ask for strategy or a game plan on how to make it happen. Or if they do ask for a game plan, guess what? You also got to be willing to take the actions necessary right after. So thank you, sir, for coming on. Shared a lot of great nuggets on his journey. And I know he's just getting started. We'll see him at RVP soon. And with that said, I want to bring on the one more story of a brand new regional vice president. We're not done. A brand new regional vice president. This means your business is doing at least $250,000 a month in sales, all the way up to $499,000 a month in sales. And this unit is a brand new RVP, broke in the midst of the pandemic. Guys, you got to understand, we are in the biggest window of opportunity in the history of network marketing. There's 25 million people who have filed unemployment. And guess what? They're filed unemployment, lost their primary income, and they're stuck at home. The biggest solution is for us to share an opportunity where they have the potential to earn income from home. And this gentleman, because of that, is now regional vice president out of the Virginia marketplace. Look, we're going all over the country. Help me welcome on brand new RVP, Terrence Brooks. Are you on with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Billy Scott?
Loud and clear. Welcome on, my man.
Well, first, man, I got to give kudos to you, man, and congratulations to yourself for hitting that regional vice president. And you really setting the tone for these calls and being a do-it-first leader. I really appreciate you, man. I want to thank all the leaders that put this call together, the Alfred Nixon, the Ashton Henrys, and all the leaders that do some phenomenal training. And training is definitely key. I got to give it up to my personal sponsor, Ms. Lakeisha Marian. She definitely changed my life. And guys, I've been with this company getting close to 5 years now. I actually found this opportunity on Facebook. And I wasn't really looking for the opportunity because I did multi-level marketing before, but I did have bad credit for a long time. So when I got started, Miss Marion asked me a question. She said, would you like to get your credit worked on while making money? Now, who's gonna say no to that, right? So it was the best decision I made. I said yes. I was able to see my credit go from around a 540 to 716 in 4 months of being on this company. Even though I had amazing results in this company, by me being burnt out in the multi-level marketing industry, I didn't take action in building the business. It took me about a good year. No one really knows that. It took me about a good year to really start building this business, and how FES got into me was due to training. So it's so important for everybody on the line to plug into these calls because it can definitely change your life. I was driving 3 hours to DC area to learn about this company called FES. 3 hours by myself. And I was bringing it back to Virginia. Guys, I didn't care who said no to this opportunity. I didn't care if friends and family members joined this opportunity, because I recognized by plugging into trainings what this company is all about. At that time, guys, it was 25,000 agents in this opportunity. My first company, it was close to 500,000 people. Now, you guys hear Bobby Kim talk about timing within the company and the 4 phases in the company. That's what kept me going in this business for so long. And I'm telling you, training is the key. Once you recognize this opportunity, guys, I want you to plant your flag. Understand there is no opportunity like what we have. This is a company that can literally change your life. It don't have to take you 4 or 5 years. You just heard a gentleman who became a vice president in 30, 60, 90 days. It's happening. So if you just take action now, plug into the training, plant your flag, stay consistent, and don't compare yourself to anyone else. We all had different journeys. It's going to be a rocky roller coaster, but if you do that and stay consistent, your life can change. I want to thank Bobby Kim. I want to thank you, Billy Scott, for doing everything you're doing with this opportunity. Man, our team is on 1,000 right now. This is coronavirus is definitely a blessing to us because we're blessing a lot of people, and it's amazing what our team is doing right now. And I'm thankful for this opportunity. The best is yet to come. Back to you, brother.
Well, man, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I just had to do some push-ups, man, while you got your shirt on all small. I really just did it. You inspired me to do a set while I was listening. I only did 6, but it's a start. Y'all think I'm playing. I just really did a set. It was 20. But let's talk about it. He talked about 3-hour drives. I had a mentor a long time ago. He said, hey, we got a convention, and this is where the people who make it big, they fly. Like, you gotta be willing to really invest in your future. And I remember making drives like that on my journey. I remember driving from the Bay Area to LA for a real estate group. And this was back in the day, but this is when I had a full-time job at Home Depot. And I got off of work, drove all the way out there because he said he was gonna have a group of people. He's gonna sign everybody up for that service. And I pull up the next morning, ready to go. I drove overnight, slept in my car. And I pull up and everybody's walking out of the office. I'm like, hey, where? He was like, oh man, yeah, they said, I didn't hear anything after that. But my mentor told me a long time ago, he said, hey, Billy, sometimes in life, when you want to go far, you're gonna have to go far. Are you willing to drive somewhere to get what you need to achieve your goals and your dream? He talked about consistency, but another thing I want to point out that he pointed out was plant your flag. Have you planted your flag in FES? A lot of you haven't yet, and I want to help you with that, because what happens is it's like if you haven't been in this profession before, you don't realize how special this is. And when you don't realize how special this is, you think you have other options to get it done, and then that allows you to take your focus off of the thing that has the solutions for you. Listen, there's over 1,000 active, network marketing companies right now, right? And so you're gonna see things popping up all the time. You're gonna see health and travel and all the other things out there. And it's not that they're not good. It's not that the services and products don't work. It's not any of what happens is that what we found in network marketing, to choose the right opportunity, there's about 5 things that you're looking for it to be the right opportunity. And it's like a puzzle with 5 pieces. And the challenge is a lot of times, if you don't know the pieces to look for, a company that looks good with a fun, cool product, right? You think that it's the way to go, not realizing it's missing 2 or 3 of the other pieces to be a rock solid opportunity. So what are those 5 pieces? I don't have time to do the whole training, but one of them is the need in the marketplace. Do people really need it, or is it a luxury? Are people prioritizing it during a pandemic, or are they just gonna put it off to the side and cancel it and because of priorities and necessities like good credit and good finance? Does this make sense? The need in the marketplace. Number 2 is the product or service that you're offering to fulfill the need. How strong is it? Is it a real solution, or is it a Band-Aid, right? And so we have a real solution. The third one is the company. Is it rock solid? Is it debt-free? Does it have good leadership? The 4th area is the compensation. Like, what if you have a good product, good marketplace, good, all of that, and then they pay you, $25, right, per customer? No, the compensation has to be, and then number 5, the timing. See, we have this figured out. I've been here for 17 years, guys. I know how to choose a solid opportunity. But if you come into this thing and you don't plant your flag, you'll operate it, you'll wake up every day with SOS, shiny object syndrome. Everything that looks cool and people trying to make it look fun on your Facebook, you'll get distracted. And so, guys, we have it here. So thank you, sir, for coming on and sharing your success. I know much more to come for you and your organization. I know RVP is a major accomplishment, but I know it's also just a pit stop on your way to the bigger things for you and your organization. I want to now move out the way and bring on the first of our 2 trainers, guys. Let's talk about it. I'm fired up. I don't even, listen, y'all want to know how fired up I am? I'm grateful. We hit RVP last week. All of that's cool. I appreciate it, and all the love and things that came with it. And I've thanked our team for their contributions multiple times. I get it. But I haven't stopped for 1 second. I haven't taken enough of a break that my mom's birthday was on Friday, and we went up to visit her in Sacramento on Saturday. My mom didn't even know I got promoted yet. I was like, I apologize. It wasn't on purpose. I was like, but we didn't stop working. I thought you saw the post that Alfred, I haven't even had the time to post it because we are grinding. When I say we're literally in the middle of the biggest window of opportunity in the history, that means we don't know. It's like Haley's Comet. It only comes around once in our lifetime. I believe that. I live that. I'm losing sleep over. I don't know how long this is gonna last. And we're our actions line up with that. We didn't waste a second to move towards it. We're grinding right now. So there's gonna be 3 types of people after this training, after this pandemic, after this year. People who made it happen. The second group is people who watched it happen. And the third group is people who wonder what the hell happened. All right. So I want to bring on our first trainer this week, guys. Listen, this gentleman is, again, he's always, bringing the energy, always just committed to helping and serving, whether you're on his or in his organization or not. He was featured on the Super Saturday as well. And we get to bring him on to actually do a real training segment right now. He's part of a panel the other day. But this gentleman is an executive sales director, but also in the R&R Club, also a 6-figure earner. And this gentleman's on here live to help you kick off week 2 of this volume month to get your business to the next level. Help me welcome on Executive Sales Director, Coach Kevin Blake. Are you on with us, sir?
Wow. Yes, I am, Billy. Can you hear me and see me, brother?
I can hear you and see you. Welcome, bro.
Man, first of all, Billy, just thank you for your selflessness, man. Congratulations on your promotion and everything that you guys are doing. And I already know everybody's excited about your promotion, but you already focus on helping your team get their promotion. So just congrats on you, your family. Shout out to your wife supporting you. When we have our wives behind us, we continue to win because the household is good to go. So, man, continued success, and just thank you for bringing the energy every single week and then breaking it down for us one bite at a time. You have a gift where you can make a small, big thing just enough that we can get and we can be able to digest it and develop ourselves through it. So, man, thank you for your leadership and everything that you do, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you too, man.
So, and I'm about to get my I'm gonna get my few push-ups in too. Mr. Brooks, we see you. All right, guys. So, you know, I got the easy part. I'm really not gonna get too deep into anything, but I really want you guys to understand what Billy set up, right? He said something that's critical. His mom didn't even know he got promoted. That's the same thing happened to me, but there's a correlation there, right? Our head is down, right? We don't have time to celebrate. Why? Because we're in the biggest moment. Eminem has a song, everybody knows it, right? And we remember this one phrase, you only get one shot. This is it, right? Coronavirus and what's happening, you get one shot to leverage it, you know? And I want you guys to really understand. So what helped me is just mindset and leadership. You know, I had somebody reach out to me and say, hey, you was Bruce's boss? Yeah. I used to give all of my employees books and magazines and things to help empower them. Bruce was one of the only ones that took heed, right? We're going to lead who want to be led and feed who want to be fed, right? So it only matters, it only makes sense full circle that he came back and reached out to me and tell me about this amazing company. And we already had the mindset. We already had the leadership. So when someone told me, all right, coach, man, vice president is usually where you hit R&R club. I said, who says that? Right? Vice president is where you hit six-figure earner. I said, who says that? I remember going to, I seen Billy, I seen Alfred, I seen Bruce, Ash, and them all getting awards. And I remember asking one of my guy at the time, and I was like, man, I can't wait till I get my award. He said, man, you only been in a year. It's gonna take you a few years to get your award. I said, audio was real bad, a little shaky. Okay. And I said, can you guys hear me okay? Billy, can you hear me and see me okay?
Oh, now whatever you just did made it better. It was just a little shaky. We could understand it, but now it sounds better.
Okay, so so he said, man, you can't see, that's the wrong thing. When someone tells you can't, you have to show yourself why you can. So being a first ESB R&R club member, guys, we do this for the underdog. We do this for that RSD that's not appreciating their position. I called Alfred one day and I said, Alfred, I didn't hit vice president. He said, coach, fall in love with your title. Fall in love with your position. So that's all I did, man, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can stop talking, right? Let me just get right to the nitty gritty. All right, hold on one second, guys. Waiting for the screen to pop. Just waiting for it to load. It's loading one of these days. All right, Billy, can you can you guys see my screen and hear me okay?
We can see your screen clear, and then it went back a little broken up.
Okay.
Somebody said chopped and screwed. Y'all out of pocket.
Yes. So guys, I of course you guys know who I am, but I want to tell you guys about the bamboo story. I noticed I got to bring my energy down. That's what's throwing everything off. So I'm gonna try to be calm as possible, but I get excited because I envisioned this moment many years ago, 2 years ago, when Bruce first got me, and I said, Bruce, I'm gonna be a national trainer. He said, bro, relax, learn the presentation. I said, Bruce, I'm gonna be promoted. He said, relax, learn the presentation. But you guys, you have to see yourself before you even get there, right? So I want you guys to really get this Chinese bamboo story, right? It's the first year. You won't see any visible activity, signs of any activity in your business, right? It's the same concept. The second year, again, no growth. Now, we're not going to go years, right? We're going to take this as days. We're going to take this as months, right? Now, you go into the second week, you go into the second day, you still don't see any visible growth above the soil, but you've been going to trainings. You've been following what your mentor's telling you to do. You've been consistent. You've been on the webinars. You're doing everything that you can, right? Third week, third day, third month, whatever, still nothing. Some people quit. Think about what Mr. Brooks said, RVP 5 years. He could have quit. There's a lot of SOS, right? Shiny object syndrome. I'm going to have to take that from you, Billy. Stolen, right? So there's a lot of people that have that same concept and then they quit. But guys, remember, you're quitting on your family. You're quitting on everybody that told you that you're going to do great. You're quitting on yourself. And then the third week, the third month, however you want to slice it, nothing, right? Your patience is tested, right? Think about that. Everything that you do, and I don't care if we're talking about our company or any other company, guys, your patience is going to be tested. You never know what you're going to do until you break through, right? Your effort, you continue to water, you continue to go to training. You continue to follow what your mentor is telling you to do, right? And the reward comes, but you don't know if it's coming, and then boom. Think about this, guys. Boom, there's a breakthrough happening. Finally, the 5th year, you experience massive growth. That could be the 5th week, 5th month, 5th this. It doesn't matter. But I want you to understand something. The Chinese bamboo tree shot up 80 feet in 6 weeks. Now, I want you to realize, right? 5 years, nothing. Most people quit. You have to make sure you're consistent. You have to understand everything is going to start here. And you have to stay hungry, right? So this is what I love about this slide, is that it really helps you understand your past, your present, your future. Sometimes you guys allow your past failures to stop your current action in the present, and you can just say goodbye to your future, right? So don't think about how many people told you, man, if 3,000 people told Billy no, the 3,001st person, they don't even know. He's not bringing that energy to the next call. He's not bringing that energy to the next event, right? So you got to make sure you in that moment. You got to make sure you're okay with the no's. Fall in love with the no's. Let me give you guys 7 things that I touched on let me make sure you guys, am I okay? Am I chatting? Is good? Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Everything good. You can hear me and see me fine? 1 in the chat. Make sure we're on the same page. Still choppy. Okay. All right. Somebody say 1. I got 2 1s. All right. All right. Perfect. I appreciate you, Billy. See, Billy, hey, Billy like that co-pilot you can't survive without, So here are 7 things I want you guys to understand. And you guys heard multiple people say it. The doctor said it. Billy said it. RVP Brooks said it. First thing, 7 things. Write this down. Training. Plug into the trainings. Guys, we had a major training happening this past Saturday. Yes, it was 6 hours, but you get trained by millionaires, right? Your boss won't pay you enough so you could be his neighbor. Some of you get that later. So trainings are important. Second thing is you got to master the presentation. See, I didn't wait on Bruce. I didn't wait on Alfred. I didn't wait on Ashton. I didn't wait on anybody in my upline. I focused and learned the presentation. So when you guys are driving home from work, or when you have downtime throughout the day, you should be mastering the presentation. Watch these videos. Download the presentation on your back office. No one told me to get onto Zoom, right, and get my own account. The first account is free. You got 45 minutes to master that presentation. That should take you 20, 30 minutes to do, right? So you want to make sure you're taking the time to master it, right? Even if you tried a presentation in the past, it doesn't matter, right? Your present is going to dictate your success in the future. So that's the second thing. The third thing is focus on production, not title, right? I have so many people call me Coach Kev. Bro, you still ain't get promoted to VP? No. I bet I maxed out that comp plan on ESD. You don't want to compare checks, right? So I focus on your own title, right? But you can focus on the title all you want, but it's all about that production. All about that production. Your like company, it says total due. It doesn't say what title you are, right? Everything that you're doing, you got to bring in money. You want to get people to join your team, have success. You want to get people to listen to you and your team, show them that you can do it. You have to, because you got to lead by example. So that's the third thing. You want to focus on production, not title, right? Because you could be a vice president, an SD, or a senior field trainer. Man, I made a lot of money as senior field trainer. You couldn't tell me nothing. Matter of fact, when I was a senior field trainer, nobody knew. I was operating like a vice president, a senior vice president. It's all a mindset, right? And then the other thing is, number 4, like I told you guys earlier, I didn't wait on my upline. Stop waiting on your upline, right? Don't wait on your upline to do a presentation. Don't wait on your upline to do certain things. Yes, you want to get them on 3-way calls, but you want to also practice it. So when you do get them on the 3-way calls, you're taking notes. You're doing everything you can to take the information. So let's say, I remember when Bruce was doing a whole bunch of three-way calls to me at the beginning, he was doing the three-way call, then I have somebody else call again. He couldn't talk to both at the same time. Trigger, Kev, you got to learn this. Bruce can't carry your business. Your upline can't carry your business. That's not their responsibility. You invested $288. You better act like it, right? So don't count on your upline. Number 5, get more no's. Don't take it personal. I told my brother to put a post up for me on social media. You know what that boy told me? Man, I don't post stuff like that on my page. We just hit R&R Club. He called me to congratulate me. My wife said, you gonna post now? Got him, right? So you wanna have that success. That'll wake people up. But you gotta make sure you understand, if you wait on your mentor, you wait on your upline, that's gonna throw you off. But you gotta continue to get the no's. You know how many no's? If I tell you how many no's I get, you'll throw up. Ask your mentor how many no's he get or she get. You have to be consistent. If you get a lot of no's as you're doing this business, go ahead and put NO in the chat. There you go. A lot of NO's in the chat. So I guess I'm not the only one. They got my family members that said that they didn't want to support me. Everybody want to do cash out now. You know what I'm talking about. Number 6, see yourself on stage. See yourself in the R&R Club. See yourself promoted. See yourself getting to the success that you want. See yourself. Meaning you got to envision. My wife told me not to do this business, but she's my biggest supporter now. She has the largest team within my organization. So there are going to be people that's going to change, but they're waiting to see what you're going to do. There's people that's watching your Facebook page, waiting for you to quit or waiting for you to succeed. When they see you hit, they're going to call you because you've already proven to them that you're going to stick and stay so you can earn your pay. And then the last thing, number 7, your time will come. Be patient with yourself. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker. I got in this business. I said, Bruce, I'm about to kill this. It's too easy. Look, to me, because I know my skill set, look how long it took me to hit R&R. I thought I was going to hit it at SD. That's how driven I am. And you have to be the same way. But I was patient with myself. I was okay with that. When I saw so many people getting promoted faster than me, but that's fine. Everything is on solid ground. We got powerful leaders, Alan. We got my wife, Michelle. We got Tammy. We got Jackie. We got a lot of Gwen. We got a lot of powerful leaders, but they got a chance to see the success, right? So as you guys are grinding in the present to create your future, don't worry about the past. Don't even think about how many people told you no. Don't even think about the challenges that you went through. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Let me go to the next slide. So you want to hang around people, that's heading in the right direction. You never seen a pigeon get to the altitude that an eagle can fly at. They can't get that high, right? So you want to make sure you position yourself. You got to change your circle. If you hang around 9 broke people, guess who's going to be the 10? That's going to be you. And I don't care. And that translates for everything else. It's also don't take the opinions of someone that's not where you're going, right? You get discouraged, you get down, call your mentor. You get discouraged, you don't know what to do. Do personal development. Do not waste any time adopting the concept of people who don't have what you want, right? You want to make sure you're doing that because if you give yourself an opportunity, it's gonna change everything for you, and then your team is gonna duplicate that, right? My friends was calling me. I'll never forget when I first started the business. I planted my flag January 6, 2018. My friends was like, bro, can you come play basketball with us? I'm like, no, I'm grinding my business. Can you come to the mall with us? No, I'm grinding my business. I couldn't, right? Because I was so focused. And guess what I did on the Tuesday at 12 o'clock when I quit my job in 90 days? I called up boys Tuesday. Hey, man, what y'all doing, man? You want to go play basketball? What you talking about? We're working. Exactly. Again, some people don't see what you have, but you got to grind right now to create your future. Very, very important. If you guys pick that nugget up when I just dropped down, put a 7 in the chat. Right? Are you done with learning? Right? Or have you embraced the mindset of learning? Right? You want to basically live as if you're going to die tomorrow. Learn as if you're going to live forever. Keep learning. That's the reason why these trainings are so important. That's the reason why plugging in and staying close to the fire is so important. That's the reason why you got to stay consistent. Somebody told me the other day, oh, I'm not getting on the webinars. It's the same thing. I said, bro, can you do the webinars? Can you present? No, you can't. You're seeing the same thing and you still can't present. Right? And I told him, I'm like, you're complaining about something and not looking at the vehicle that we're a part of. I said, you stop learning. And if you're not learning or you're not growing, you're dying, right? So everybody want to be a lifelong learner. We tell our kids to learn while we stop. Let me move on, right? Limitation. Let me just move on past that. Now, establish a support system, right? This is critical right here. Now, I'm going to give you guys a crazy story. Let me go back. All right, so if you guys can see everything in this, and it's good, go ahead and put it in the chat. Just make sure we good. Put it in the chat. All right, put it in the chat. All right, good. All right, so establish a support system. Let me give you guys one of the secrets, right? Besides holding yourself accountable, I remember when I first started this, and then 90 days later, I quit my job, and then I had to start picking my son up, and it's a crazy story. So I picked my son up, and my son, the first thing my son asked me, Dad, how many customers you got? How many agents you got? Did you know I was terrified to tell my 11-year-old son I got no customers today? Think about this. I was terrified to tell my 11-year-old son that I had no customers, I had no agents. But guess what I did the rest of the day? I focused on getting the customer and the agent, and I went inside the room. I said, Kev, I got a customer, I got an agent, 11 years old. So what am I saying with this? Have someone to hold you accountable. It doesn't matter their age. Because the people around you, they're going to watch you. My wife, that's another person. I told my wife, this is what I'm trying to do. My wife kept asking me day in, day out, and we got things done. But when I didn't get it done, she asked me, and I remember that. You need to have people to hold you accountable. That's going to cheer you on for your efforts as well. Right? Bruce is always killing the game, so he's going to hold me accountable too. Come up with a group chat with just you and your business partners, right? Not the people that you're in the business with, but other leaders outside of you, right? Like Everton Bryant, we have a chat with him. Johnson E. Caniston, Evan Rose, Mike Burgos. I'm not in their direct team, Channing, but we are all building this together, right? Alfred hit me a message, quick uppercut, bro, VP, what's up? What you doing, right? So guys, you want to surround yourself with people that basically want to see you get to the next level. And they got to get it. Some of us are trying to make other people who have an employee mindset have a business mindset. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Some of us are trying to force people to become an agent. Guys, this is not a convincing business. We're not convincing anybody. It's sorting. We sort, don't sell. Do not sell, just sort. If you feel like you have to convince someone to do a business that's common sense, you got to move on. And that takes me to the next thing, guys. Move on fast. Some of us are like, oh, I'm just waiting on this person to sign up. Well, you keep waiting. While you waiting, we're going to get everybody on social media while you waiting. You have to make sure you keep moving. It's a mental game. Some of us get a no, and it paralyzes us. We're so worried that our aunt, our brother, our sister, our cousin, this person that you look up to told you no, and you're taking it personal. Don't take it personal. They're not on your journey. What God has for you, nobody has. But you got to make sure you keep moving. And as you're building, your mindset and your mental toughness is going to increase. Right? Create good habits. Right? You want to make sure you want to identify what you're doing every single day. I was talking to one of my agents today, and I was telling her, I said, you got to get back to adding people to your Facebook page every day. You got to get back to sending out specific messages every single day. You got to get back to the basics, right? Let me explain something to you. If you were to sit with LeBron James right now, this man do the same thing over and over and over. He mastered one thing. Some of us are trying to do so much. Master those habits. Wake up. You should already know there's something that you're going to do. Follow up, pray, exercise, eat, watch a motivational video. Have that as a habit. Attend every Super Saturday and every annual convention. We just had a Super Saturday. Now, if you made it to the Super Saturday, put an SS inside the chat. Put an SS inside the chat if you made it to the Super Saturday. And then the other thing is, guys, you want to be persistent. Persistence always overcome resistance, right? So people are watching. You think on social media, the fact that they are not responding or commenting or liking, they're watching. And they're watching to see if you quit. 90% of all business is mindset. Even the business, if you had a job, right? Those of you who have a job, watch this. The owners of that job have gone through ups and downs, even before they hired you. But they kept going. They was persistent. They went through the waves. They brought you on. Now you're in that culture, right? And now you're understanding the importance of persistence. And you got to keep going no matter what, right? Being coachable. This is something that we all talk about, but we got to be coachable. Now, I want to tell you guys something. There's something called the naked rule. So what does that mean? Well, I'm married. I've been with my wife 15 years, and there's a naked rule. So what am I talking about? When I tell my wife to say, babe, make sure you post and do this on this page as an example, she can have a list of bars say the same thing. And guess what she'll say? Babe, I just found a new idea. And I'm like, bro, I just told you that. That's the naked rule. We too close, right? It's not that she's being disrespectful. It's just too close. So sometimes the reason why you got to plug into these trainings and get your team into the trainings, they have to hear the same thing from somebody else. And doing that, that's going to allow them to be coachable to you. Because now they're going to say, man, coach, you was right. Man, Jackie, you was right. Man, Glenn, man, the whole time, you was right. Yes. The other thing you want to do, you want to fail faster. Some of you are waiting to see what people say. Keep going. Fail fast. Success loves speed. You guys hear Alfred say it all the time. Success leaves clues. Now, you and I, we're in a race, and we had to speak to 100 people. You can speak to the same 100 people, 10 people in 10 days. It's going to take me a day to speak to 100 people. Now, who's going to have the better response? Me. But I'm going to get a lot of no's faster. You're going to delay your no's because you got 10 days to get it. By the time day one's over, I got so many no's, but I planted so many seeds. I'm on 200. I can get up to 1,000 no's or prospects by the time you go through everything dealing with 10 for 10 days, right? Have positive self-talk and negative self-talk versus negative self-talk with yourself. Like some of us tell ourselves, man, I'm not going to hit this promotion. Man, I don't know if I can do that. Man, I can't do this presentation. That's negative self-talk. You got to have positive stuff. Man, I'm about to kill this business. I don't care if 50 people told you no. Man, the next person sign up, I'm signing up a customer. The next person I talk to, I'm going to sign up 3 agents after them. The next person I talk to, I'm going to help them go SD. These are positive self-talks that you want to have with yourself. Again, don't focus nothing on negativity. Everything is here. Everything is here. And if you really believe this, forget who doesn't believe. If you believe this, remember, people told me I wasn't going to do R&R. Is it proof? I got it ready. They told me I wasn't going to do the ESD. Right? They told me. Somebody told me I wasn't going to get R&R until I hit vice president. It's proof. It's done. Remember, before Mike Tyson got knocked out the first time, nobody thought he could get knocked out. When Buster put him on the ground, we got to go back now. His why was Buster Douglas' mom just died. What's your why? What are you going to do to help knock out your next goals, right? Call your mentor 3 times a week. I had a guy call me one day, and he said, Coach, you're supposed to call me. I said, well, you crazy. The mentee's supposed to reach out to the mentor. I'm not going to call you. It got to the point where I'm calling Bruce every 5 minutes. And that's good. But at the end of the day, I had to grow. So you want to make sure you call your mentor, reach out. And if your mentor does not pick up because they're busy helping other people, don't take it personal. Figure it out. Don't take it personal. Your mentor's job is not to give you agents, not to give you customers. I really wish I could get some agents though, Bruce. Not to give you agents, not to give you customers. But you want to make sure you're reaching out to them and remove your emotions out of the game. That's a big one. Go ahead and type the word remove in the chat. I want to make sure you guys remove your emotion out of the game. So what does that mean? You're not going to take it personal. When people tell you no, you're not going to take it personal. No problem. Have a great day. A guy messaged me, this looked like a pyramid scheme, a pyramids in Egypt. All right, no problem. Have a great day. I'm gone. I'm not going to spend 20, 30 minutes trying to convince him. Remember, we're not in the convincing business. We sort, we don't sell. Right? The other thing is be positive, take advice from successful people. Right? Now, belief is the power to create and the power to destroy. Human beings have an awesome ability to take any experience of their lives and create a meaning. Let me move this. That disempowers them, right? Or one that can literally save their lives. This is what Tony Robbins is saying, right? Do you believe you're going to get promoted? It's a belief, guys. Do you believe in the services? Some people are on the protection plan, but they don't have their will, trust, and power of attorney set up. That has a lot to do with mindset. Some of us are sharing other people's testimonial, but you never activated your own credit. Think about that. You got to be a product of the product. You want to make sure you believe the services. The only way you can believe the services, you got to use them. Do you believe that you're a leader in FES? See, here's the thing that I want you to know. Before FES, you was a leader. What changed? Because you have a title that says field trainer? That's titles. That's titles. Because you have a title that says senior field trainer, and you think you're going to be a better person because you're a sales director or vice president or senior vice. No. It starts now. All of the leaders that are senior vice president, senior regional vice president, Pinnacle, they believe that they're a leader in FES. You got to believe, man. You got to believe. We're going to continue to break records. Why? Because I already believe this. Now, I want you guys to mark my words. It's going to be one day I'm going to be training on a national convention. I'm telling you. I'm telling you guys before it happens. Why? Because we're going to put the work in to make it work. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But I want you guys to understand something. On that journey, it's going to be tough. I forgot who said it. I think it was Dr. PETERSON MOISE. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. But can you endure? Can you endure? Are you going to be able to push past the nose? Right? Now, here's my last recommendation, and I'm going to wrap this up because I'm too excited. Let me pull this up. Now, this changed my life. Now, here's the blueprint. This was going to help you develop a stronger mindset. Now, it's going to be up to you to model this. The first thing I need you guys to do is go ahead and watch the movie, The Secret. Now, if you haven't watched this, you need to. I'm going to share something with you guys, and I don't share this with really nobody. Years ago, before I got in this company, I remember telling my mother-in-law, I'm going to be rich. Your daughter's going to be good. She never got to work. Years after that, I lost my businesses. I lost a lot of money, and I ended up in a small room in her house. Think about that. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. I ended up in a small room in my mother-in-law's house. The same guy that told her all these things was going to happen. My wife stayed with me. She consistently helped me build. We got out. I got into corporate America, did what I had to do a few years later in corporate America. Then that's when Bruce reached out to me. Here's the moral of the story. I was watching The Secret almost every other week because I knew that because of the toughest situation I was in presently, right, it was going to affect my future if I don't get my mind right. So, guys, I want to share something with you. You got to plug into this. The Secret will change your life. I think they have it on YouTube. I think they have it on Netflix. But you really want to go on Amazon, purchase it, and then have it sent to you. So anytime you need it, you can watch it. And then parents, Have your kids watch The Secret. It'll change their life. Every year, I make my kids watch this movie, The Secret, because I'm already starting to condition them. This is important, right? So you want to already condition their mindset. Why? Because now as they get into different things with different people, they're going to be the sharpest ones in there. They're going to be able to navigate through all this negativity in this world, right? Second thing, use positive affirmations. You can go find one. I don't have to go too deep into it. Go on YouTube. Positive affirmations will change your life. Now, I'm not telling you spend 2 hours listening to positive affirmations because you got to put it in the grind. But you got to go in, get into the positive affirmations as much as you can and embed that into your head and write out some of them. Don't just read them. Write them out on paper so it can stick in your head, right? The other thing is, guys, Think and Grow Rich. This is the book that Bruce always tells people that I gave him. Changed his life. It changed my life, too. If you haven't invested into this book, you have to. Think about this. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right, by Robert Kiyosaki. I'm too excited about Think and Grow Rich. We about to get to that next, right? So Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it just teaches you. He had 2 different dads. One, obviously, his biological dad, and then his friend's dad, which is the rich guy. 2 different mindsets, 2 different outcomes. So you want to make sure you take advantage of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That'll change your life. You want to make sure your kids are reading that as well. And then the last thing is Think and Grow Rich. Again, that's mindset. Think about the title, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. There's other things that he has, but I want you guys to start with these. And if you've already got into The Secret, watch it again. If you already read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read it again. If you already read Think and Grow Rich, read it again. And if you haven't, you need this. You're going to need this to be able to excel, and not just in FES in life. You can create whatever you want, but it starts with mindset. It starts with leadership. Success is not for the chosen few, but for the few who choose. You have to choose success. You have to choose whatever you want. I always tell my team, and sometimes they take it a little personal, but I said, listen, I can lead you to a well, and you can drink all you want, or I'm going to watch you die right by the well. Right? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to force anybody to get rich. This is a volunteer army. It's not get rich quick. It's more like get rich slow, which is better than get rich never. So you want to understand, listen to that. Success is not for the chosen few. This means there's not just a 30 people that's going to be successful, but for the few who choose belief, right? All mindset. And then lastly, guys, you can do this. You can do this. You got this. You got this, but you got to believe it. That's the difference between me and other people. We believe that we have it, right? And I remember this day because this is Bruce the Black Guy presenting, and I was presenting that day. I waited a year and a half to present with my mentor because I wasn't at the title to present. But I kept showing up. I kept being consistent. I kept doing the webinars anyway. I kept plugging into trainings. I kept being consistent. I kept doing everything I could on my end to show, not him, but show myself that I'm built for this. You got this, but it starts here. And as you guys are on your journey, people are going to tell you no. As you're on your journey, people are going to tell you, I'll think about it, I'll try. But you can't take it personal at all. Because if you take it personal, right, that's going to affect your energy. That's going to affect what you want to do. Now, I believe you got 3 questions. All questions. First question, what are you willing to give up? Guys, go ahead and type in the chat, what are you willing to give up? If it's TV, give that up. And I'm not telling you forever, but you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? When my homeboys was calling me day after day after day for me to go play basketball with them and to go do things with them, go to parties, right? You know how many parties Alfred flew in? All of the top leaders was here. We had a Super Saturday. All these guys go out and they just celebrating. You know what I went home? I went home to my family. I was grinding. What are you willing to give up? I was willing to give up sleep. I remember I had like 15 people in my organization. I stood up. I stayed up, and I kept watching the trainings, and I kept watching the trainings, and I kept watching the trainings. And my wife said, babe, you got to go to work at 9. Guys, I'm up late. Why? Because I knew. I kept seeing myself out. I knew I had to grind. I knew I had to grind. So that's the first question. What are you willing to give up? And you're not going to have to give it up forever, but you got to give it up for a little bit, right? You got to pay the price. Now, number 2, did you have a family meeting? That's what I did. I heard somebody say Fortnite. Somebody says TV. Somebody says PlayStation. Somebody says Call of Duty. Somebody says distractions. You want to get rid of all of that. On this journey, where we going, you got to be focused. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm focused. I know you can see it in my face. I'm focused. Somebody said, oh, Coach, man, congratulations on hitting R&R1. I said, oh, my bad. I forgot I'm focused on R&R2. He said, are you serious? I said, I'm serious. I don't have that kind of time. Right now, I didn't come to play. I'm going after everything that they said that we couldn't have, and you can get it. But you got to be willing to play this game. You got to be willing to put in the grind. You got to be willing to put in the sacrifice. Because it's going to get to the point you're going to be super successful, but you got to teach your team and be disciplined, right? So the second thing I said, did you have a family meeting? I remember when I got in, I sat my wife down, my kids, and I said, guys, I'm going to be here, but I'm not going to be here. When you guys see me doing my thing, I need you to leave me alone. If it's you need to get a bowl of cereal, you need to get this chair and go get it. Whatever you can do without me, you do it. I told my wife, any decisions you can make without me, make the decision. I don't even want to be bothered, right? Because I need to focus. So have a meeting with your family, have a meeting with your wife, have a meeting with your girl, and say, listen, man, I'm going to take this to the next level. Babe, I know you're not in the business, but I need you to support me. I just need you to support me. I don't care if you don't post. Just support, just believe in me. Have a conversation with your kids. Have a conversation with your girl. Have a conversation with your mom. Like, Mom, I'm here, but I'm not here. And if your mom like my mom, right? If your mom like my mom, they call every 5 minutes. You okay, baby? You all right? Money, I'm good. If something wrong, trust me. Michelle gonna call you. I'm Gucci. I need to focus. Now she gets it. And that's why when Billy said that I'm with him, right? I'm 100% with him. I didn't even tell my mom. My mom called me and said, okay, what kind of Benz you gonna get? I said, Mommy, I don't know. I'm focused on level 3 and level 2 so I can get the Bentley that I want. The Benz is beautiful, but we already moving past that. So that's the second thing. Did you have a family meeting? If you had one, have another one. And then the last one, do you get inspired or demotivated when other people win? Now, I'm going to share something with you guys. Not everybody going to be happy about your success. Not everybody going to be happy. Let me tell you what we just did. Because I'm the first ESD to do some of these things, people got to work. Now, ESD and R&D, that thing look beautiful. It looks beautiful. Why? Because we're changing lives. We do this for the underdog. We do this for the person that don't think they can do it. You can do it. You just got to grind. You just got to focus. Because let me tell you something. I'm not going to feel bad for you. Your mentor's not going to feel bad for you. Your girl's not going to feel bad for you. None of us going to feel bad for you because we got problems too. We got challenges too. But I want you to understand something. People are watching. People are watching. And you want to make sure you keep going. But if you ask yourself this one question, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up? Not forever, for a short amount of time. And you give this everything you got. Have an accountability partner. Stay consistent. Plug into the trainings. Don't take the nose personal. Remember, this is something long term. Remember the bamboo. It took 6 weeks, 80 feet. That's your business. That's your business. But you got to give yourself time. Imagine if you planted the seed and then you dig it all the way up. Let me see if this thing growing. Nothing's growing, bro. You got to keep going. Long-term thinking. And guys, I really appreciate you guys just for allowing me to share this information. If you guys got a lot of value or just any value, let me go and see some fire emojis in the chat. Let me make sure. Let me just make sure. Because I think I'm in the wrong chat. I may be in the wrong chat. Okay, I see the fire emojis. I see the fire emojis. That's what I'm talking about. And guys, you gotta move. Now after this motivational, you know, I don't want to motivate you. I want to inspire you. That's the difference. Now you got to put in the work. Everybody talking about the R&R Club. Are you going to work? Now we got another gentleman that's going to lay it down, Mr. Xavier Marrero. He's an incredible leader. I remember when this gentleman reached out to me, or I reached out to him because I had to do a webinar with him. I was blown away. I was like, Xavier, what do I need to do to help build a better culture? He said, Kev, treat your team like your family. Kev, do contests. You got this. And when you have people around you that's on the same mindset as you, it's only one way you can go is up. So I appreciate you guys for joining me on this training. I know I get a little excited, but trust what I'm telling you, you can do this. If you're an RSD, you can do this. If you're a senior field trainer, you can do this. If you're a field trainer, you can do this. If you're an agent, you can do this. If you're executive, sales director, you can do this. And obviously and beyond, you know you can do this. Plant your flag. Plant your flag. Let me go ahead and give it back to top producing regional vice president, Mr. Billy D. Scott.
Wow. The chat is lit. You got people fired up, man. Incredible story, bro. Incredible, you know, foundation. And I think, again, we say it all the time that success is 90% mindset, 10% skill set. But I think some people just think that's a cliche phrase. But the truth is, if you can get the mindset, then you can pull through anything. If you can get the why and the reason straight, you can pull through anything. And then also just leaving off with, you know, making sure that you have the conversations that are necessary. You create the distance necessary from the people who are pulling you away from your goals and your dreams. These are all things that are necessarily part of the journey that people, because if you're not careful and you're not prepared, there will be so much emotion tied to what you do or don't do in your business. And Coach Kev just really laid out how to navigate properly so you can get to focusing on the things that will get you to where you go. So a lot of us never make it. We never make it to the point of the actual game plan, the necessary activities, because that gets clouded with all of the mindset, negativity, or toxic sources that are always infusing things. And then, of course, the people that can be pulling us away from our path because they don't see what we see yet. So thank you, sir. So necessary. And I want to just move out the way. He already mentioned it. Our next and last trainer for this evening to set you up, guys, going into this second week of this volume month is none other than Executive Vice President. I mean, this gentleman is doing $500,000 to $999,000 a month in sales. And he's here to share some things to help you take your business to the next level. Already, you know, driving the car in the R&R Club. He's achieved multiple levels of the R&R Club, multiple six-figure income earner in the company, and he's here to take us home. Help me welcome on Xavier Marrero. Are you on with us, sir?
Yes, Billy Scott, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We see you and your beard, and we hear you. Welcome on, bro.
Thank you, my brother Billy Scott. First of all, I want to go ahead and give it back to you. Everyone already knows you're so committed, and that's the difference between motivation and dedication. Motivation is for the moment. So if Billy was just motivated, he might have already done this a couple weeks and then he would have died off. But Billy's dedicated. That means he's doing this for a lifetime, understanding the reward that's at the end, not only for him, not only for his family, but more importantly for his team as well. So Billy Scott, thank you so much for always leading by example and basically letting us leaders know that we're being held accountable because you're constantly just plugged in and no excuse given. So even as leaders, we look up to you and say, man, if Billy's out there doing it, there's no reason why we shouldn't be out there doing it. So thank you so much. And thank you for having me this week on today's training as well.
100%, bro. Thank you.
All right, man, let's get straight to it, man. Look, it's already 10:20, but I'm going to go ahead and congratulate the 914 people that are on the Zoom, plus the people that are actually watching this live on the Facebook group. Guys, understand this. This is the reason why individuals that were on this webinar today see the results and see the success, because they're constantly going into trainings. As you can see on my wall, these are all my tags or plaques that we get, or I should say, when we actually go to this training. And I love to remind myself everything that I had to go through to get to the level where I'm at right now. Because guys, it couldn't be that easy to just go ahead and start and then out of nowhere you become a vice president or RVP like Billy or EVP or SVP like Bruce, right? Guys, everyone had to start in the beginning, and what took them to the next level was nothing but training. Training, because once you go to training, now you create the right mindset that Coach Kev was talking about. I don't know about y'all guys, but I have my videos on and off, and I was just taking notes. This guy was dropping so much nuggets that if you guys didn't take any notes, I don't even know why you wasted your time being here. Because trust me, even being in the position I'm in today, he shares so much valuable information that if I didn't write them down, by tomorrow I'm not going to remember them. But I know by tomorrow I'm already going to go ahead and implement them in my organization to start seeing more growth. See, guys, this is why it's so important to stay plugged in, because you have all walks of life, and what works for somebody might not work for someone else. So understand, when you have so many options of how to make this successful by following the same blueprint, then now you know you have that higher chance of becoming successful as well. So guys, look, again, my name is Xavier Marrero, Executive Vice President. Coach Kev, bro, you killed it. I'm always super excited every single time I'm around you, your energy, your knowledge, just everything about you, man. I remember when I first met you, I did think you was a vice president above at the time. I didn't know at that time you was not. But you're right. You always carried yourself, you talk, and you always just treated everyone with so much respect and so humble that everyone would just think you were that vice president above. So again, congratulations to all your success and also leading by example. Today, guys, what I want to do is I actually want to go talk about money. Money's not everything, but it's up there with oxygen. Doesn't buy happiness, but it's a good down payment. Trust me, I know. So I want to go ahead and basically almost touch based on what Coach Kev was even talking about. See, a lot of people assume that you have to be a vice president to become the six-figure earner. You have to be a vice president to hit the R&R. Guys, that's not true. Coach Kev has accomplished that. You have Miss Vigi Quinones who have accomplished that. You have Reza Otero who has accomplished that. These are all individuals that came to the company and said, what? We were told we could not do something. We're going to go out there and make it happen. Man, what that means is they really went out there and put in work, and that was not too much help being given to them, when I mean not support-wise, but actually people being placed in their organization. So Coach Kev, congratulations to all your hard work. Obviously, you have built that building from the ground up and continue doing what you're doing. You keep inspiring us. So let me talk about how we're going to maximize the money that we're actually can make. See, a lot of people are not understanding that even as a sales director, you can make six figures a year. And I want to show you guys how, because a lot of people are focusing on one, title goals. See, I do income goals. My income goals are going to get me to the title goals, right? And then two, a lot of people don't realize how powerful overrides are. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and break down to you how even as a brand new agent, you can set up tasks every single week, let you know how much you're going to make. And then once you get to field trainer above, teaching you how you can help some other people make some serious money while also putting a good amount in your pocket. And see, a lot of people say, Xavier, how did you hit executive vice president within 2 years, right? You struggle for 6 months to hit sales director, and then within less than 2 years, you become an executive vice president. Guys, the reason why is because after having so much training, meeting with so many leaders like Valesky, and seeing how I focus on my team making money and also self-production, but it also allowed me to continue to rank up because everybody's happy that they're making money and ranking up themselves. So how was we able to do that? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my whiteboard on the screen, and I'm gonna go ahead and start writing numbers. But I want everybody to start taking notes, right? Because today I'm gonna go ahead and give $100 out for the people that answer the questions correctly. So right now, while I get my whiteboard up, what I want you to do is if you're a brand new agent, I just want you to type the word agent in the chat while I set up my whiteboard. And there's a reason I'm asking you to do that. All right, Billy Scott, can you see me?
Sure can.
Perfect, perfect. Let me make sure I can see myself. All right. So guys, look, it's very simple. In this business, you want to have a healthy balance of customers and also agents. What do I mean by that? Because I want to make sure that no one's leaving any money on the table. So I want to make sure that everybody understands the way we get paid when it comes to bringing brand new business partners onto the business. It's an initial cap, remaining cap, which gives you your total cap. So what does that mean? Guys, if you're a brand new agent and you bring another agent on board, you're going to get paid $40 upfront commission. Billy, can you see that pretty good?
Yep.
Perfect. Now, what happens is when this brand new agent has 2 customers, I forgot an E in there, so I spelled client wrong. Don't judge me on that, right? Or 1 client with 2 payments, then what happens, the company gives you an extra $60. Now you got paid $100 for that brand new agent. Does that make sense to everyone? Pretty simple. If you're a brand new agent, you bring another agent on board, you're getting $40 until that agent gets 2 customers or 1 customer with a total of 2 payments, you get an extra $60, giving you a total of $100. Guys, if you realize the remaining cab is always going to be the highest payout. So you have your initial, then you have your remaining, which will go ahead and give you your total once you go ahead and complete that. So what does that mean for a brand new agent and someone that's in the business that now wants to get to the next level and wants to understand not only the next title, but understand how much money they're going to make? It's very simple. When you come onto the business, you want to go ahead and create a task. Your first task as a brand new agent is to go out there and build your team. So your goal is to go out there in your first week is get 3 agents. So write down first week, 3 agents. And then what I'm gonna do is over here, I'm gonna write down without cab, and this is unlock cabs. So understand when I'm actually writing out the commission, we don't know who's going to get the customers. So that's not going to be factored in. I just want you to understand how much money you're going to make by actually helping your team once you get a team established. But the first thing is, let's get that team established. So you got agent 1, agent 2, and agent 3. Remember, if you're a brand new agent here, you're getting $40 for every agent. If you just got 3 of them, that's $120. But now, if we go ahead and take those 3 and unlock them, now that's $300. So you want to go ahead and get this done your first week. Now, congratulations. The funny thing happened that you also became a field trainer during this process. See, if you start focusing on just tasks and income, the title's going to come because now you have at least 2 personal. Altogether, you have 1,600 in volume, which again, guys, you can find that in your back office. See, guys, these 2 sheets, I have them printed out, and they're in my office. They're in my briefcase. They're everywhere because I constantly want to know what I need to do and what is my next goal to get to the next level and for my team as well. So now I say, great, I have 3 agents. I got paid the $300 because I'm going to max out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to max out, right? Then my goal, task number 2, the second week is to help these 3 agents accomplish the exact same thing I just did. So now we're going to go ahead and focus on them, get them their 3 agents. But check this out. Guys, remember, if they're agents and now you're a field trainer, when you look at the chart, a field trainer gets paid $60 up front. So if they're getting paid $40, you're getting $20 different. Now, you're going to take 20 times 9 because that's 9 new agents that came into your organization that week. That's an extra $180 in your pocket by just helping your agents accomplish the same goal you just accomplished. But check this out, because as a field trainer, your grand total payout is $160, meaning there's a $60 difference because remember, they're going to go ahead and get paid the $100 now. So now you're going to take $60 difference times 9, and you're going to make an extra $540. So guys, check this out. As a brand new agent, and your first week or 2 weeks, up to you based on how much time you're going to put in, the sacrifices that Coach Ken was telling you about, how much time are you going to sacrifice? How many events are you going to miss to make sure you can build? Because look, if you can make this happen within the first week, that's $300 in your pocket, and you already have a large organization. But guys, check this out. Why not go ahead and unlock the caps and make yourself $840? You see the big difference between unlocking a cap, not unlocking the cap, and when you actually go in and unlock the cap. Huge difference. But now check this out, guys, because this is a chain reaction, right? It's more like a domino effect. Because what ended up happening while you earn this commission, keep this in mind, guys, we want to go ahead and start focusing on growing your team. But one thing that we learned is you want to spend 40% of your time on the team you already established, 60% on the money leg. Xavier, what is the money leg? Again, I learned this from Executive Vice President Valesky. Then what you want to do is say, okay, perfect. I'm going to pick 2 people that I see that are running, and we're going to help them get to field trainer. So we want to go ahead and hurry up and get them 3. Same thing, because they're still going to be considered agents. These are still going to be agents as well. So you're still the field trainer because you're making this happen within that same week. Guys, that's going to be another 60 here. And 40 here. I'm sorry. 120. 4. 20. And this was actually 6. 6. Kind of got messed up on my math real quick, guys. But as you see, guys, look, as an agent, completing task 1 of your first week, coming into a field trainer, then task 2 within your second week, guys, you just made $1,200. $1,200. I'm taking this blazer off. It's a little hot in this room. I think it's because it's light. But that's $1,200 that you made as a brand new agent just 2 to 3 weeks within our business. That is huge, right? So now check this out. So if you're a field trainer, you need to write this down because I just gave you a game plan how to make a quick $1,200 within 2 to 3 weeks, if that. Now, guys, what ended up happening is now you become that senior field trainer. Remember, you as an agent, you got your 3, got you the senior field trainer. With those 3, you focus on getting them to field trainers, which automatically makes you a senior field trainer, right? So now as a senior field trainer, you focus on a money leg, meaning you're going to bring a brand new person, a new value month just started, a new week just started, you're bringing a brand new person on board, right? And remember, as a senior field trainer, you're making $90 up front. And then once you unlock the cab, you're making $240. Now, let's go ahead and do the exact same thing, guys, because this is where overrides, you can actually just leverage the crap out of them. Because now you can go ahead and take that new agent and tap root through their market, which is going to expose you to more people, growing your business a lot faster, but you're also helping somebody make money and someone that's almost guaranteed to stay in your actual team, because if they get 5 and it's free, they ain't going nowhere. And you're helping them make money? Of course. This is why we focus on helping so many other people grow versus just trying to get to the top by yourself. So now my goal is to help this person go get 3 agents. Now remember, they're the brand new agents, so they're getting paid $100. We're getting paid the $140 difference times the 3 agents we just brought on board, right? So you're talking about $420 right there on top of the $240 you got paid by bringing in your new money leg. Now, over here, you're talking about a $30 difference times the 3, an extra 90. You're looking at $180 your first week by helping somebody become field trainer, right? As a senior field trainer, or you can go ahead and unlock the CAB bonus, do the same amount of work, and get paid $660 for 1 week as a senior field trainer. Guys, that is huge because, again, just as a senior field trainer, you're already creating $660. Now, if you take it a step further and say, okay, great, let's go ahead and do task 2 because we just completed task 1, right? Every single week, give yourself tasks. It's the exact thing that happens when you go to a job. They give you a task from the time you clock in to the time you clock out because they want to make sure that happens within that time frame. Give yourself a task, give it a day, give it a week, whatever's going to work for you, but make it happen in that time frame. Because now, within that same week, we say, well, let's go ahead and help these people get promoted because now we want to do task 2. Guys, remember, you already helped this person become field trainer, right? So as a field trainer, $60 up front. As a senior field trainer is $90. So right here, exact same thing. You're going to go ahead and have a $30 difference times 9. So you have 360 and extra 180, or check this out. Here, you have 9 new agents that came in. The field trainer has to get paid before the senior field trainer, which will be you, but you're still talking about an $80 difference. So now you're taking 9 times 80, right? Guys, do the math on that. You're talking about $720. Guys, check that out, right? That is huge because, again, we're talking about as a senior field trainer, you're talking about $1,300 that you can make it happen in a week. Guys, ask yourself, right? Coach Cav said it. You have to have that mindset. I can make this happen. I will make this happen. So therefore, it will happen, right? Guys, as a senior field trainer, you focus on a new money leg, bringing a brand new agent so you can get paid out your self-production, right? But then you help team production make this happen within a week. Guys, that's $1,300 in your pocket by unlocking the cap. Or, right, you can have a little less over here, but you see there's a big difference when you're unlocking cap versus not unlocking the caps. And I see so many agents let these caps expire, not knowing that there's so much money they left on the table. And there's no way to get that money back, right? So make sure you know that. Now, once you complete this, as a senior field trainer within a week or 2, guess what happens? Guys, you become a sales director. See, sales director is when it starts getting sweet because I'm going to show you exactly how you can make some serious money as a sales director, right? Again, you don't have to be that vice president, hit these 6 figures. There's so many different ways you can do it by just understanding the comp plan and understanding how if you really focus on helping others, automatically you're going to rank up, which is going to give you more money, right? So now, congratulations, you just became a sales director, right? So as a sales director, you bring in a brand new business partner, right? They're going to go ahead and pay you an initial of $140. But once we go ahead and unlock that cab, they're going to give you a total of $380. Now, we have to go ahead and complete task 1 with our agent. Task 1 is we got to help him get 3 brand new agents. Well, how much is that going to pay you? Remember, this is a brand new agent. They're only going to get paid $40 up front for initial. You're a sales director. You're getting paid $140. So that's a $100 difference for the 3 agents you just helped them bring in. $300, not bad, because we're already looking at $440, and we can make this happen within a day or 2. Now, let's talk about when we unlock those cab, because now if they're getting paid $100 total cab and you're at $380, you're talking about a $280 difference times the 3 agents that just came onto your actual organization, right? Let's do the math real quick. So we have 280 times 3. Guys, that's $840. Plus the 380 from the business partner that you brought in, that you tap rooted through. Guys, that's $1,200. And again, people are making this happen within a day or 2 as a sales director. So let's go ahead and see, as a sales director, your job is to actually create a senior field trainer as a sales director within those first 3 weeks. So now your goal is, bam, you got this one, a field trainer, that's cool, right? But we got to get them a senior field trainer. So we got to help them do the exact same thing. But see, you got them a field trainer, so their total payout now is $60 up front. You are $140, so there's an $80 difference. But there's 9 new members that came into your business. You're talking about an extra $720. We're already looking at $1,160 over here. And again, this is doable for a sales director to make this happen within a week. $1,100, no cabs unlocked. Check it out if we did unlock the cabs, right? Because now it's $160 for that field trainer, but it's $380 for you. So that leaves $220 on the table for you to take. So you're going to take $220 for 9 new business partners that just came into your business, to your organization. So you have 220 times 9. Guys, look at this. That's $1,980 on top of the $1,220 you already have. Guys, that's $3,200. And again, as a sales director, for you to bring in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people within 1 month, very doable. To be honest with you, the average is making this happen within less than 2 weeks. So check this out. Let's say that it did take you 2 weeks to make this happen. So you take 3,200 times 2, because we have a 4-week value. That's 6,400, right? Guys, again, we're not including your other business, because 40%, most of your other business is being ran by itself. This is a new business leg. 60% of your time is being spent here, because the other 40%, they're already running, right? So guys, that doesn't include none of your infinity bonus. This doesn't include none of your customers. This doesn't include none of your overrides. This doesn't include any other overage, or any overrides when it comes to residual as well. So on an average, right, a sales director normally makes an extra $1,500 in residual. Right? Guys, that's $7,900 a month on the low end when I'm talking about the residual. So $7,900 times 12, guys, that's $94,800 per year. So now, just like Coach Kev was speaking earlier, a lot of times we come into this company assuming that we got to get all the way to vice president to hurry up and hit this type of income. Guys, I was on the phone with Alfred earlier today when we were speaking about what we was going to train on, and he goes, Xavier, I remember as a sales director, I was bringing in 3, 4, 5,000 a week. And I'm like, Alfred, that's crazy because I made a ton of money as a sales director, a regional sales director, an executive sales director. Because guys, understand when you're at these titles, you can take full advantage of it because now everybody under you is definitely going to be a sales director, a senior field trainer, or agent. But when you get to the vice president or even executive vice presidents, my vice presidents are making 500. I'm making 520. There's only a $20 difference in between that, right? So I got to make sure I do a lot of self-production, even though I cater to my team. But guys, take full advantage of the title you're in. Alfred said it the best, fall in love with your title, just how he told Coach Kev, because it doesn't matter. You can take full advantage of the comp plan we have and make some serious money by just understanding that all you have to do is put yourself in a position to help others. So every single week, you're coming in, you're bringing a brand new agent and helping them expose their business, grow their business, and this is the income you're going to see. Guys, right? So I'm not going to go to every single title. I'm pretty sure you guys can get the picture, right? So let me get right back over here. Right? I don't know if you guys can tell I'm like sweating and everything already. It's hot in here, right? But guys, tell me, did you see value? Did that help you understand the comp plan a little bit better? Did that make you feel a little bit better about the title you're in right now? Do you appreciate the title you're in right now? Did that make sense? Perfect, perfect. I see a lot of yes, a lot of fire. Awesome, awesome, man. I know I had to do something, man. I was right after Coach Kev. He dropped a mic. I thought they was going to text me and say, X, we don't need you to train no more. We're good. Like, just close your laptop down. We're good, right? So I had to make sure I delivered. But I want to make sure people understand what I was actually speaking about, that 40% of the time you're going to spend in the organization is already created and is operating on its own. 60% of your time you're going to spend it on your money leg, because this is where you want to generate new leaders, right? You want to go ahead and generate new income and maximize the overrides, because people are not taking full advantage of it. We see it all the time. So we wanted to train on that. But this comes the fun part. Billy, I need your help on this too. I want to give away some money. I think I'm going to give away $100, $200. I don't know. Let's see how we feel. Whoa. But yeah, Billy, this is what we're going to do today. Because see, look, Billy, this is what I want people to understand, especially that brand new agent that's here for the first time, that stood here almost for 2 hours. Look, training pays. So somebody going to get paid tonight. They stood here almost 2 hours. Somebody getting paid tonight, because this is what got us paid. This is what got Billy Scott paid. Billy Scott understands this so much because he's been in the industry so long. So the people that are brand new, that's not been in this industry or don't even understand, training is where it's at, period. So the people that took notes are going to reap the benefits. So I need a specific answer for this one, and I'm looking for just one answer. And if my team does answer, we're going to do it again, and don't worry, I'll honor the prize. But this is going to be for $50. If you have Zelle or if you have Cash App, I'll do it right away. But what does it take for you to unlock a cap? I need the right answer.
Damn.
Yeah. So, Billy, can you see who put 2 protection plans or 2 payments?
Bev Barron.
Who was it?
Bev Barron. Is that short for Beverly?
Okay. That individual, please send me your Zelle phone number so I can do it, or Apple Pay. If not, I can Cash App it through someone else. But please, Billy, write that name down. We're going to go ahead and honor that for that person. Congratulations. They just won $50, right? Another question, right? This one's going to be worth $50 as well. At what point do you hit level 1 R&R? What are those requirements? Billy, who was the first one with the 500 protection plans?
Let's see. Man, I can't even find the top. Hold on.
They're still going ham.
Shyla Bassey.
All right, we gotta write that name down. Congratulations. Yes, it's 500 protection plan. Coach Kev told you it's not a title. It's about focusing on you and your team going out there and helping 500 people get a protection plan. That's it, agent or customer. Very, very simple. And then Billy, one more, and I'm gonna put it on you. What kind of question do you think? I mean, what do you want to ask them for $50? You know what I mean? What do you feel that tonight somebody really had to write down on that notepad that's gonna be a game changer for them?
Let me see. First of all, I want to make sure, just confirming I got the right names for the first two. All right, good stuff. All right, awesome. So, good question. Locking, unlocking tabs. Oh, where? Hold on, y'all already typing. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, what is the name of the part of your team to focus on? I hope I asked this question right where it's not confusing. To focus, damn, they got it already.
They got it. They got
it. Oh, snap.
They got it. They got it.
All right, Egbert Ortega.
All right. And I got another $50, man. We're going to get rid of 200 today. Again, you know, training pays and it has paid us very well. We want to go ahead and pay it forward. So Coach Kev, are you still on? I see he's on, but his mic is off. Coach, I need you to come up with a question. Obviously, you know, same thing, very knowledgeable. You know, you definitely have that training personality that you just know how to share information, make sure people can comprehend what you just explained. So what question would you have for our brand new agents or for anyone on this training right now?
You can hear me, Xavier?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Man, thank you. Thank you. And, you know, I'm going to ask a question, but, man, I appreciate you just taking the time. How do I get this video so you can see me, man? I want you to see these. Anyway, if you can, show me the video, but let me try it right now. But I just want to thank you, man, because one thing that you just showed people is that it doesn't matter how much money you make, you have the patience enough to break it down. Like, I think, just thank you, man. A lot of my agents are looking at it. They're tearing up my chat just how you broke it down. And you didn't just say, hit this title. You letting us know this the initial. Oh, I got a question. When Xavier said it, what gives you the biggest bonus? Is it your initial, right? Or is it the remaining?
Oh, yeah. They're going ham on that. That's a great question.
Because, Xavier, I'm going to tell you something. I was talking to one of my agents today. She was excited about getting SD. I said, Queen, you got to get excited about senior field trainer. I said, girl, I used to bang the senior field trainer up because the cab increased. So I think that would be a good question. I don't know who got it first. Billy, you on that.
we making Billy work today. But no, Coach Kev, great question. And, you know, very important to know that because that's where the money's sitting. That's where the money's sitting. And you know what I dislike when I see senior field trainers, sales directors, and Xavier, I'm not making money like that. Man, you know, I walked away from my job, but now I'm struggling. And I'm like, but how? Well, first of all, you shouldn't walk away from your job unless you have 6 to 8 months of your bills taken off. Let's just get that out the way. But second of all, you have a high enough title to make a comma check every single week if you just focus on 2 to 3 people every single week. If you do task 1 and task 2 within that week, comma check guarantee almost on any title as a brand new agent. Guys, come on. The opportunity we have in front of us, I tell my team all the time, if you're brand new to this industry, you are spoiled. And you'll learn what I mean later on because Coach Kev knows what I mean, Bruce knows what I mean, yes. Billy knows what I mean, Bobby Kim knows what I mean, Alfred knows what I mean. You guys are spoiled. The average network marketer, let's be real, makes $1,200 a year. The average network marketer makes $400 a year. We got agents that are coming and doing that with the first week, the first month. Unheard of. Take full advantage of what you have in front of you guys. Guys, if you see the passion starts coming out of me, because this is life-changing. When I get around Coach Kev, when I get around Billy Scott, when I get around these top dogs, man, this is what we do. This is how we feed each other, and we're constantly training each other. So now Alfred created a platform along with Ashley and Henry and said, you guys are going to train every single week, and you're going to train everybody. Why are you not plugging in every single week? Again, congratulations to the 801 people that stood on for these 2 hours. I guarantee you, you're going to be the next up-and-coming leaders, not the ones that signed out half an hour or an hour ago. They're not made for it because they can't make the sacrifices. People want to go ahead and get the titles until they have to do what the title requires them to do. Let's get it. Billy, go ahead. Thank you so much, Coach Kev. And congratulations to the 3 testimonies we had today. That was huge. You have very successful people that are still joining the team. That should also tell you something, right? And then you have people that had no success that are coming in and seeing a ton of success. Guys, we're at the right place at the right time. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank every single one that got on this training. Thank you to all the leadership. You guys have always amazed me, always supported me. Thank you so much. And I want to go ahead and just say, I'm going to pray for everyone today for their safety, for their family. Guys, look, let's take full advantage of the time we're in right now because we have so many lives that we have to go ahead and help. It's not even about the money. The money's going to come in, and no one's complaining when the money's coming in. Let's be real. But there's really people that need the help that we have to offer, and they're needed right now. Let's get to work, guys. Let's make money. Let's change lives. Let's go ahead and brag about this on the yacht later on. Coach, I see you on the yacht. Billy, I see you on the yacht. And all the up-and-coming leaders, I see you on the yacht smoking cigars and eating some sushi. Let's get it.
Good stuff, man. Incredible training, sir. Broke it down. I'm getting text messages even outside of the chat talking about how helpful this was, man. And I'm a big believer, as Jim Rohn always says, when the promise is clear, then the price is easy. If I know what's waiting for me on the other end of the work, then I'm willing to do the work. But if I'm confused about what's on the other end of the rainbow, I might not even get started. And so I know X is just definitely a great, again, taking the complex and making it simple, like a true communicator. What I want to do is make sure before we close out, the 4 of you, I already know Shyla's information. Congratulations. Jebecca Jones, I think, was first. I want to confirm that. Was it Jebecca that got first that entered the last answer? Yep. All right, cool. So we got both of your information. But Bev Barron, can you hit private to me your cell phone number, and Egbert Ortega? Make sure you hit private to with your phone number so we can make sure you guys get your $50 ASAP. Appreciate you guys. Listen, guys, here's the deal. None of this matters if we don't go to work, period. And here's the good news. You know, you don't have to be afraid of the work. You know, I think it was what's his name? I forget his name. Ralph Waldo Emerson that said, do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. A lot of times we get caught up in what we call avoidance behavior. You know what I mean? Avoiding, we avoid the thing, you know, we avoid getting out of our comfort zone. We avoid the things that are exactly what we need to do in order to get to the next level. And what I'm telling you is it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The worst that's going to happen, you know, I've been in this industry for 17 years. And what's crazy is I've never had one person hit me. I never did an exposure and had somebody pull out a weapon on me. I never had anybody like try to harm my family. The worst thing that has ever happened to me in 17 years was, y'all ready for this? I want to make sure y'all ready for this because I want to save you some time, because some of y'all, I think you think like a lot of bad things can happen to you if you do an exposure, if you ask somebody to take a look at the information. The worst thing, this is the worst thing that ever happened in 17 years was somebody said, hell no. And I was like, all right, bro. That was about it. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I got to apologize. It was one more thing that happened. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I don't want to mislead anybody. Okay, it was one thing that was one level worse than a hell no. It was click. They hung up on me. That's about it. That's about it. It hurt. I'm not going to lie. It hurt for like 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. And then I said next. And guess what? After talking to at least 5 to 10 more people, I had somebody say yes. And then they signed up. And all of a sudden, I forgot about the person that said no or hung up in my face. Isn't that interesting, guys? I'm telling you, if you just get to work and do the activity, If you do the thing that you fear, the death of fear is certain. Take action, immediate action. I have Egbert's or information. Now I just need Bev Barron's information. I don't know if you sent it, but I want to make sure we have your info. Text me the number. I mean, not text me, but hit the private button, and then we'll make sure we got the information that we need to make sure you get your reward. All right, good stuff. Thanks everybody for all the feedback. I see a lot of you. Okay, Egbert says, all right, I got you. Okay, we'll make sure we get it over to you. All right, I see Bev, I see you commented. Did we get your info though? Boom, boom. And then before we wrap up, this was recorded. Guys, we'll get the recording out later tonight. Be on the lookout in the groups. Once it is uploaded and then loaded onto, hold on 1 second, guys. Come on. All right, man, let's see. Let me go back down to the bottom. This is crazy. We're almost done. There we go. All right. Oh, y'all live in the same area, or from the same area at least. That's wild. Okay. Perfect. All right, you guys. Listen, have a great rest of week 2. Let's go to work. Let's max out the comp plan, create more new success stories. Thank everybody that contributed to tonight. And we'll see you guys back on next Monday. Peace.